Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Python tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a shutdown program using Python. So essentially we're going to have two files, one being the master, one being the slave. So the master is going to be controlling the slave computer. So using the master program you'll be able to shut down the computer that is running the slave program. So without any further delays, let's just get into it. Firstly, I've opened the master file and the slave file. Just written a few lines of code, being the import module. So I've imported the time, which will help us do transitions, like help the program sleep for a second. Imported system, which will help us system exit and stuff like that. We've imported socket, which will help us initialize connections and connect to the other PC and send and receive data. And also imported OS, which stands for operating systems, which can be used to do execute programs, execute files, find file sizes, rename files, and so on. With that, so first of all, what we're going to have to do is initialize s to the socket. So we do s equals socket dot socket so that the socket is initialized. What we need to do next is initialize the host. What I'm going to do is write in socket dot get host name. Bear in mind this method's only going to work on localhost. If you want it to work throughout the internet, you're going to have to port forward your server, which I might show you in another tutorial. If you want that, you can add that down in the comments below. Anyway, we move on to typing in port, creating a new variable and assigning that to the port, which is 8080 for now. You can also change that. We will then bind the socket to the host and port, after which we will start listening for any incoming connections. In this case, we're only listening for one computer to connect to us. And we will print here a blank space, and then again we shall print waiting for any incoming connections. ... So we at least know that the program's running till that stage. Okay, once that's done, any connection that comes in, we're going to do connection comma address equals s dot accept, which means it's going to accept any incoming connections. If we have any incoming connections, we need it to shout it out. So we're going to say address comma has connected to the server. That will display a message showing the IP address that has connected to our server. So this is the connection bit, which is already done. We're going to start coding the connection bit on the slave program as well. It's going to be the same, pretty much the same logic. So we initialize the socket. We need a host as well, but for this one, what we have to do is, instead of typing socket.getHostName, we're just gonna print the host here so that we know what we're looking for. Run the module real quick. Okay, so that's the host, which is my PC name. We can copy that really quickly and we go close, yeah, kill it, and then we can paste it right here. Bear in mind you need to have quotation marks. Once that's done, we put the same port here. Make sure that this, if you want it to work on localhost, you might also have to put, you can also put your IPv4 address in here in quotation marks and in here in quotation marks to work properly. For me, I'm just going to be running this program on this PC for the sake of this tutorial, so it doesn't matter much. Once we're done with all that, what we need to do is do s.connect to the host and port that is stated above. So that will connect to our master program. What we do next is, just to test whether it's working or not, we're going to run the server. It takes a bit of time to load up. Then we will do print. Once it's connected, we're going to print connected to server. Let's put a space up there. And we shall run this program now. Fingers crossed. Oh my, okay. I see what the problem was. So I've been running Python in the same shell, so I'm gonna have to close both of them and reopen them. That should do the job. Because it keeps opening in the same shell instead of twice. That's why I'm not able to run the server and the slave program at the same time. Okay, there we go. We have two windows, and boom, we have the IP address that is connected to the server, which is mine, which is quite funny. We're just connected through our own thing, and we have the port number is connected through, and here we have the message saying connected to server. That's the main bit of the program. If we've got that working, we're good to go. So next, what we're gonna have to do is say command equals shutdown. Okay, so we give that. Actually, we'll do command equals inputs string command. So in this box, you're gonna have to type in the command that is going to be passed to our slave program. Once the command's been written, what we're going to do is do connection.send command.encode. So that's going to change that into bytes, and it's going to send it to the slave program. So we'll say command has been sent successfully, waiting for confirmation. Okay, so the program's going to wait until the other program has returned a message saying that it has received the command and it's going to be executing it soon. So now we have to receive the command on this end, so we're going to do command equals s.receive. We're going to receive 124 bytes for now because that's more than enough. We're going to overwrite the command by saying command equals command.decode. What that's going to do is going to convert it from bytes into the normal format so it can be read properly, and the B is going to go off. So what we do next is we're going to say command equals command.decode. So the message that we sent from here, whatever we insert here, is technically going to be sent here. So we say if we open it, command equals shutdown, we're gonna print shutdown command, and then what we're also gonna do is insert a blank space here above, and later we're gonna do s.send, so we're sending back to the server command received. Okay, so that should be waiting for confirmation. Once that we receive the so we need to connection.receive. Actually, we'll do data equals connection.receive 1024, and then we do if any data was received, if data, then we print command has been received and executed. Okay, so what essentially we're doing here is we're sending the command through. If the command equals shutdown, whatever we've written here, if that equals shutdown, or say shutdown command, and we're going to send the confirmation saying that we've received the command. So command has been received and executed. We're going to say shutdown command has been received and executed. Once that's done, all we need to do next is execute the actual shutdown command. For that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to go onto the internet, open Google Chrome real quick, and then type in shutdown shutdown bat command. We open one of the website that comes up, and to shut down computer, type in the line below. Okay, so all we need to do is copy this line and close that. Go to the same directory as your slave file, which is here. Create a new folder, actually new text file, call it shutdown. Don't call it shutdown, or it might bait you out when you're trying to, for example, if you're trying to prank someone or something like that. Don't call it shutdown, call it something else. But in this case, we're just going to be calling it shutdown. Inside the file, type in, paste the command, and then do file, save as. Make sure that it's saved into all files, and then call it shutdown.bat. Save it under the same directory, that's very important, and you shall have something like this. Please do not click on this file, or you're going to end up shutting down your computer. So we're going to delete the text file because we don't need it anymore. We're going to go to master slave. For now, I'm going to run the command from here, so we could do run. And we're going to run this side as well. Okay, so it's successfully connected to the server. Command shutdown. Byte like objects were not true. Okay, my bad. So what had to be done here is command received. We should have typed in encode because we forgot to do that, which will change it into the format required to send data over sockets. It needs to be converted into bytes. Anyway, we're going to do it again. So command shutdown, and there we go. Shutdown command. Command has been sent successfully, waiting for confirmation. Shutdown command has been received and executed. So that's perfect for now. Next, what we'll do is execute the file, the shutdown file that we created. It's quite easy. All you do is say os.system shutdown.bat. That's all you need to do. I do not want to run this program because I'm seriously gonna end up turning off my computer, but just as an example to show you that it's gonna work, I'm gonna create a new file. It's just gonna be a text file, call it test, and then in here what you guys want to do is type in os.system shutdown.bat, or whatever the file name you typed in. That's what you guys want to do. But as an example, I'm going to type in test.txt because that's the file I want to execute. So run. We'll do that for now. Should open up quickly. Run again. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll type in command shutdown. And there we are. As you see, as soon as we send the shutdown command has been received and executed. We have like this blank window that you can ignore anyway. If I close this, we should have our test.txt file opened up, which proves that it works. All you have to do is replace this with the shutdown.bat, and that should do the job for you guys. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Hope this has helped you out. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and type any comments below. I'm trying to get to a target of 1,000 subscribers, so please help out. Anyways, see you next time till the next video. Peace out.